Hello everyone, the Suttering Terrier here, and on this first episode of Engines of the JNR, I'll be talking about the Class C62. In the late 40s in post-war Japan, the JNR were facing a small problem. With the demand for passenger rail surging, they were finding themselves with not enough express locomotives, or express locomotives that were powerful enough to do such heavy work. Additionally, they had a decently high surplus of D52 class heavy freight engines. Hideo Shima, the then head of the JNR's rolling stock department, was asked to come up with a design for one, and he figured, why not rebuild the D52s to work passenger trains? The solution was taking the boilers of the D52s and pairing them with the running gear of the earliest C59s, this resulting in a 464 optimised for passenger work. These engines, classified C62, would be the largest and fastest steam locomotives to run in Japan. 49 of them were built by Hitachi, Kawasaki Heavy Industries, and Kishaseizo between 1948 and 1949. They would famously hold the Tsubame Express on the Tokaido Main Line between Tokyo and Osaka. The C62s were of course 464s, 4 pilot wheels, 6 driving wheels, and 4 trailing wheels. Their driving wheels were 5 foot 9 inches in diameter. They had a tractor feather of 30,600 pounds force, a total weight of 145.17 tons, a length of 70 foot 5.5 inches, and a height of 13 foot 1 inch. The engines likely came equipped with the standard Japanese National Railways 5 chime. Here's a few samples. Then in 1954, the C62s would further cement themselves into the history books, and C62-17 would break the speed record for a narrow-gauge steam engine, when on the Tokaido Main Line, on the 15th of December, she clocked 80 miles an hour. But alas, all good things must come to an end. The C62s would be displaced from the Tokaido Main Line upon its electrification. About 5 of them would be retained to hold the Tenya Express in Hokkaido between Otaro and Hakodate. 2 of them usually being used to double-head trains on the 2.5% gradient between Otaro and Oshamambe. About 5 would be retained for service on the Niseko Express up until 1972. And a small number of them would remain in a regular service, taking stuff like charters or special trains. And these would finally go in 1973. Though it wasn't entirely the end for them, for 5 C62s are left. C62 1, 2, 3, 17, and 26. 1, 2, and 26 survive at the Kyoto Railway Museum, 1 and 26 being on static display, whilst number 2 is preserved in working order by JR West. This locomotive in particular wearing a stainless steel swallow on its smoke deflector, a reminder of the times when it hauled the famous Tsubame Express. After retirement, C62-3 was displayed at the Hokkaido Railway Museum up until 1985, when JR Hokkaido acquired the engine to restore, with the engine running again in 1988. It ran the C62 Seiko service up until 1996, when a combination of lack of maintenance and lack of suitable funds led to its retirement. And a couple years later, JR Hokkaido would replace the engine with C11171. Mainly due to the tank engine's smaller size allowing it to run anywhere. The locomotive has remained at Naval Works on static display ever since, though in 2009 it was hoped that the engine could be steamed again when the East Japan Railway Company, JR East, was looking for a list of steam engines that they could restore, number C62-3 being top priority, due to it being relatively cheap to run. though unfortunately JR Hokkaido would obstruct this transfer, so JR East would go with their second choice engine, that being C6120, which would be restored and running by 2011. Meanwhile, the record breaker, number 17, would be displayed at the Higashiyama Park up until 2011, when she was transferred to the SC Maglev Railway Park in Nagoya. The C62s have also gained some further fame, partly in thanks to the manga/anime series Galaxy Express 39, in which the train is pulled by an advanced space engine built to replicate the C62. Furthermore, the founders of Hudson Soft, railfan brothers Yuji and Hiroshi Kudo, were quite fond of the C62 amongst other 464s, so they named their company after the wheel arrangement, with Japan having picked up the term from the USA, where the first 464s were built named after the Hudson River. The C62s had initially come about as a result of post-war necessity and surplus, but had quickly become icons of the Japanese national railways, universally known as one of the greatest steam locomotives to run in Japan, largest, fastest, and some of the most powerful. And although their careers were cut short by the phasing out of steam, we'll always remember the impact they had on what was the Japanese National Railway. Thank you for watching this episode of Engines of the JNR. Stay tuned when I next time talk about the Class D51s. Once again, thanks for watching. I'm the Sudrian Terrier, wishing you a happy new year and a great 2026.